Hello everybody, this is Riku Keyblade Master, and first and foremost, before I describe my experience of what happened last night to you, I want to reach out to those in Kentucky, Illinois, and Arkansas, and the other places that were struck by the quadnado, as well as another tornado that ripped through, which leads into what I thought was going to happen to us, but I'll lean into that in a second. What I'm trying to say here is my heart goes out to the victims of the disasters, and I hope the cleanup goes well. I know it's going to take a long while to rebuild, but even though I don't know you, well, I don't know many of you, I'm sensing a lot of strength within everybody. A lot of resilience here. It's crazy. Reminds me of myself, you know. But anyway, yeah, like the candle factory that was hit got the roof blown clean off, for example, and the two Amazon warehouses that were struck, one somewhere else and one in Illinois. The storms were raging for a few days, and each time it was pretty brutal. However, when we got hit, all I could think about was that mess that happened back in August, either last year or 2 years ago, all over again, when La Nina struck, when we had down power lines and my former neighbor got hit in the head with a tree. I had some severe PTSD flashbacks to that moment. And the moment where, I can remember I hid in my bathroom. I grabbed my phone, I grabbed a flashlight, and, thankfully my mom came over, and she told me to hide there and stay there because my apartment was ground level, as is my current apartment right now. We don't really have a basement, but the house that I'm moving into does have a basement. Luckily. I'm just worried about the staircase, for hell's sake, you know? Oh, boy. I mean, my dad says it's sturdy, but just because... Oh, man. But yeah, dude, I'm not even gonna lie. I remember she had to get her whole window replaced, and it was insane. Much like last night, for example. Last night, I didn't know... I can remember yesterday, I was just preparing for everything, and in the event that the power would go out, and I was really freaking out. Because you guys know I'm not a big fan of storms. You know, if you're gonna hit during the day, fine. But at night, it's much more scarier. And I think my issue with storms stems from the fact that I was born completely blind. And as a result, I could only do things by sound. Hell, I can still only do things by sound sometimes. I mean, ugh. No wonder why I'm freaked the hell out. Anyway, so before the power outage, I watched a few movies on Disney Plus. Let's see, which one did I start with? I started with oh my god. I think I started with Raya and the Last Dragon first. And then I went to a movie called. Then I watched a movie called Ron Goes Wrong, which is about a. See, this company creates these friend bots, and that are called B-bots, and they no, not bees like bumblebees. That was what I first thought it was until I got a clear look at one of the B-bots. Anyway, this thing is like your personal digital assistant that knows a lot about you and, learns a lot about you and hangs out with you and whatnot and helps you get more friends in the process by sending requests and invites. And it was voice activated. You didn't even have to really touch it except for your handprint to turn it on. Anyway, one of the B-bots, there was one kid in school who didn't have one because his dad thought it was a bad idea, and he seemed like a misfit kid. Well, at some point, this girl and this bully get this kid into trouble. And, being the rogue robot that Ron is, he actually practically beat the snot out of the bully and punched the cop. Well, the guy that runs the company was like, where did that robot come from? Only to find out that the grandma had bought it from some guy in a back alley, which is why it wasn't programmed with the same code as every other bot. Which could explain the malfunctions with the bot, because he trashed his room and everything to learn everything about him. It was funny. It was cute. But the one thing that I didn't find funny was he was so upset at what happened with everything, all the trouble that little robot got him into, that he and that robot, a lot of people were after that robot. Specifically, the company behind the B-bots, were after him. And of course, the boy is asthmatic. He has severe asthma, and he ventured into the woods so nobody would find him. But the CEO of the company, who's a corrupted piece of snot, put cameras in the wilderness just to track the boy, only to get his hands on the B-bot. He didn't care about the boy's safety. But it turns out that the B-bot, corrupted or not, actually saved the young boy's life. And it took the other B-bots, all of the other B-bots, in order to find the boy the old CEO tried to fix things, but he got fired and replaced with that corrupted guy I was telling you about. I forget his name, but I don't know. If you guys watch it, you'll see. But anyway, yeah. Without that robot, Barney could have died out there. And if it wasn't for that girl and the bully getting Barney into trouble, the girl was the first one to own up to it. The girl's name was Savannah. And why am I forgetting names? The bully's name was shoot, I can't remember. Well, anyway, she's like, we got him into trouble, and he's the one that made a horrible meme where a lot of the B-bots combined together, and she got eaten by the B-bot, and she basically got pooped out of the B-bot. The bully was the one who made that horrible meme, which ruined her life. But in the end, everything, Barney was safe and sound at home, and everything went back to normal except for the fact that the B-bots no longer had their individuality. They all had the same code as Ron, which in turn was good for the one girl. In turn was good for Savannah, because the video got deleted and it's like the meme never existed. Thank goodness, because that meme was plaguing her badly and she didn't deserve it. Well, in a way she kind of did, but everybody sort of did, because of the fact that they were all mean to Barney in the first place. It's pretty sad when it takes someone about to die for everybody to be nice to him. Anyway, by the end, because of Ron doing what he did in the network, when they infiltrated the network, he lost his B-bot, but he gained a lot of friends because of his sacrifice. His and Ron's sacrifice. And one of the guys was like, Ron, you gotta get back into the network. This guy, my B-bot, keeps programming cheats for everybody. How the heck am I gonna win? I don't know if there's gonna be a sequel to it, but anyway, the old CEO got his job back. The new corrupt CEO only lasted 3 days as a result of a video that got recorded that went viral. He said he didn't like kids and that he just wanted them as cash cows, basically. But yeah, after watching that, I watched the Peanuts movie, and I went into it like I was so afraid they were going to ruin things, but they didn't. They modernized it a few times here and there, but that's about it. After that, I called my mom midway into Ron Goes Rogue, actually, around the forest scene, and she's like, oh my god, you beat me to the punch, girly, because I want you to grab something to drink, grab a snack, and go hide in your bathroom, because the winds are really picking up and we don't know what's gonna happen. I was like, Mom, I can't hide in my bathroom because my mirror is glass. And she goes, just hide in the shower, it'll be fine. I was freaked. So I stayed on the phone with her, and I didn't get to bed until like about 4 o'clock in the morning. Oh shit. But yeah, that's the rough night I had. Oh my gosh. I apologize if this video went on long, but at least I was able to recommend some movies to you guys. Apparently they already made the second Peanuts movie, but I don't know where to find it. Or maybe they just haven't released it yet. But the third one is coming out sometime in 2023. That's all for now, guys. Till next time, comment, rate, subscribe to become a Keyblade wielder, and stay awesome as usual. I am very sorry that this video took so long. Again, my heart goes out to those who had lost their lives in this messy storm that raged for like what felt like a week, but it was only like 3 or maybe 4 days. It still felt like a week. Oh my god. I was trying so hard to follow it, but lost track of it, only to pick it back up again.